Hi, I'm going to read you an email sent from my mother to my sister. I called Greenwich Police, Greenwich, Connecticut, Fairfield, Connecticut, Greenwich, Connecticut, the home of the rich, the very rich, 5 times leading up to my mother's death. She died in August. I tried to help her. I did all I could. She was in the hospital a few times. I tried to tell them she needed to be hospitalized. She was going through some problems. She always had depression, and she got hooked on oxycontin. And then she tried to quit, and that led to even more depression, which eventually led to her suicide. She killed herself via oxycontin. Oxycontin found in someone else's name. The pharmacy she was buying it from was delivering it to her, delivering a controlled substance. It was busted by the FBI months after her death. She had to die first. This is an email that was sent by my mother to whom it may concern, really, and it should concern people. If she sent this email 2 months before her death. She died in August. This was July, a month before her death. This is her suicide note, her pre-suicide note, her warning to people that she was going to do what she was going to do. And she sent it to my sister. She didn't send it to me. Or if she did, I didn't check the email, and I feel awful for that. But I tried to warn the police through what she was saying to me. She was telling me basically what she was going to do. And here she is emailing my sister. Here's the email. Dearest Mary, have woken up from some kind of awful dream which is fueling the depression I have had for some time. I miss my mom and dad so much, just a few miles away. Mom is asleep in her bed, as is dad. I don't know if I ever told them how much I loved them and appreciated all they did for me. I tell Mom that every time I see her, but long for the days when they had their full wits about them, even though I think Mom does still. I dread when they go. I miss them so much already. I'm so furious with myself over my fear of driving this past year. Since February 2007, when that woman backed into me in the parking lot. Parentheses. I have huge loss of appetite. Nothing tastes good to me at all. Have zero taste for the occasional margarita. I still have fixings for that. I used to enjoy rarely cigarettes, which I was smoking only 1 or 2 a day. The idea of smoking makes me nauseous. And I'm sure it is all age related. Maybe turning 65 and the physical pain affecting me as it does Jeannie, her best friend. I am at home all day, alone with the pain, and Buddy, her cat. Almost never go out, just to bank every 3rd or 4th week if Jeff or my social worker can drive me. Jeff, I am her son. That's me. To deposit check. Find myself crying at night. Tried talking to Dad, and he seemed to understand, but not really. I remember when Granny died. I came home from Yukon for a holiday, and Mom greeted me in absolute desperation of sorrow, telling me that she'd been called by one of her brothers and told the sad news. I always could tell Mom everything, and she and her mom were so close too. Losing her mom damn near killed her, and it is killing me to see my own mom age and become frail. Jeannie is seeing the same in her mom, and like me dreads the day when she goes. I've lost Mom and Dad, though they are still alive, and will lose them again for real at some point. Hope there are some damn strong sedatives ready for me. I would love to spend a night with Mom in her room, in a cot, so I could reach out and hold her hand. It isn't about you. That is, not seeing you or your boys. It's me and my dreadful fear of the future. What I am going to do. I mean, not seeing you and the boys is not cause of depression, so not your fault. It is me. Having had these depressions before and difficult to articulate why they come out. If only my Jeannie lived close by. Please tell Uncle Johnny that I have always loved him and will continue to do so. He never cared for me, so it doesn't affect me that he can't even acknowledge my existence. But as his older sis, have always wanted to protect him. Ask him if he remembers the day when we were first in USA, and his friend Mike Kanker asked me to join he and Johnny for a boat ride. I so badly wanted to say yes, but declined because I knew from the expression on Johnny's face that he didn't want me along. That's how much I loved him, giving up something I wanted for his sake. Sorry, do not know whom else I could let this out. Hope the dark clouds of my life will lift at some point, sooner rather than later. My love to you and all your boys and girls. XOXOXOXO. Mom, gas prices getting you down? Search for AOL or fuel efficient cars. Whatever. That's the email that my mom sent before she killed herself with oxycontin, and I tried to warn the police. And this was her own warning out to my own sister. No one did anything. This was 2 years ago, in '08. Why couldn't anyone help my mother? I begged for help from my mother that whole year. Okay, what else could I do? I couldn't force her into a hospital. To whom it may concern.